Hi everyone, it's Haze and welcome back to the Miraculous Monday meme review. So we haven't done one of these in a while, so if you're new, because you probably will be, I have got an amount of subscribers since the last meme review. I don't remember when the last meme review was. Was it last year? I think it was last year. So I've definitely gained at least 2 subscribers between this year and last year. So for those 2 or more of you, this is what a meme review is. So basically one of my friends compiles in a document for me a load of Miraculous Ladybug memes from a mixture of places, Tumblr, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. And I blind react to them because whilst I like making memes myself, I do actually have a life and I do actually have a PhD to do, so I don't often get to see these memes because I don't have time to go around searching for them. So, however, I like memes though, so one of my friends does this for me. Now, the reason why the meme review stopped was because my friend B, who is the one who puts together these documents, she was hashtag not having a good time, and she is doing better, but she's still not well enough to do the meme review. So I had to talk to her. Don't worry, she is okay. I had a talk with her and hopefully you'll see her again on the channel, not that she was ever here, but hopefully you'll hear from her. Again, she's still one of my best friends. I was one of her bridesmaids at her wedding, okay? Like, she's gonna be okay. Do not worry. But I really wanted to do the meme review again just because doing a screaming session every single Monday, whilst I like doing the screaming sessions, don't wrong, I do, I was starting to struggle a bit just because I felt an immense amount of pressure to be absolutely hilarious in every single video for the screaming sessions. And some of the episodes are easier to be funny about, some of the episodes don't lend themselves to be spoken about in that way. So yeah, obviously each screaming session is of a different quality. Some I'm really happy with, some I'm like, I'm not sure what else I can do to make it better. Not that any of you have said you would unsubscribe from me if I wasn't funny, but I do feel like a lot of you are here from what you've told me when you subscribed. I feel like a lot of you are here because you find me funny. So I'm starting to feel the pressure of having to be hilarious in literally every single video now, which isn't very nice to feel that kind of pressure. However, the meme review, because the memes are funny, I find it easier to be funny. So the plan right now is for every other week to be a screaming session and then a meme review, plus as well a meme review is less effort for me to film and edit, so hopefully the screaming sessions because of that will be of a higher quality if I'm taking a week off. But this way you're still getting content every Monday from me. So, like I said, B will no longer be doing the meme review. So I've enlisted another of my friends called Hedge. No, that's not his real name, but Hedge will be the one to find these memes for me and compile them together for me. So, yeah, I guess let's get started then. Okay, so meme number 1. Season 3 finale. You guys always act like you're better than me. Season 2 finale, Season 1 finale, and Season 4 finale. I mean, I'd agree. I mean, the Season 1 finale I know was only just Volpina, it wasn't a 2-parter. But, I mean, I understand the Season 3 finale is meant to be very bittersweet, but out of all the finales, Heroes Day, Shadow Daddy's Last Attack, and Volpina, I would rather watch all 3 of them than the Season 3 finale. I understand the Season 3 finale is meant to be more bittersweet, and I mean, I do find it kind of upsetting. One of my favourite scenes, I think I made a whole video about this ages ago, so maybe it's a bad video. It was called like The Moment of Miraculous That Broke Me or something. But right at the end of Heart Hunter, when Marinette's just found out Master Fu was gone, Luca just happens to be there and he's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Actually, no, I'm not fine at all. So whilst I get the Season 3 finale is meant to be more sad, I don't enjoy it as much. I do feel like the other finales are better. Not because the Season 3 finale is badly written, but I would rather watch the other ones. I'm still trying to work out, do I prefer the Season 2 finale or the Season 4 finale? Like, Season 2 ends on a much happier ending, so I like it for that. Obviously, Strike Back, I always knew it was going to end on a cliffhanger. We were told that for ages. I still can't decide which one I prefer more. Which one do you prefer more? Because I know a lot of people love Heroes Day, but also a lot of people loved Risk and Strike Back. Which one do you prefer, besties? Because I still can't make my mind up. I love them both so much, but like we needed that Season 4 finale to really progress things along, you know? Okay, so next meme. Me when I watch Miraculous Ladybug without subtitles. I don't know what he said, but let's laugh. Is that BTS? Not even my favourite K-pop group, but is that BTS? Looks like BTS. Well, not all of them, 3 of them. But anyway, but I think we've all at this point watched Miraculous in a language we don't understand. I remember watching Ephemeral and Daddy Agreste in French as soon as they aired. No, I mean, I can speak some French, not enough to be able to understand what's going on, and I saw quite a few episodes in in Portuguese, sorry, I'm stupid, and I remember watching Optigami in German. Yeah, that was fun. Ik ben dein Majura, that's all I remember. Oh, ik ben dein Shadowmoth. That's all I remember. But I mean, I feel like you can get the gist of each episode. I mean, assuming you watch all the spoilers. Before we go into an episode, we get 1, if not 2 trailers, the official one and then one from Gloob, and then for example with Optigami I think we got one in German as well, plus we get other spoiler images, plus we get a synopsis, plus everyone makes theory videos. So before the episode even starts you have a pretty good idea of what could happen in the episode, plus it's also a kids show, so even though you don't understand the language, everyone's quite expressive. Like every single time like I watch an episode without the subtitles, I watch it live, I've got a good gist of what goes on. Do I know what they say word for word? No, I have no idea. But do I have a good gist of it? Yeah, actually. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but when Psychomedian and Glaciator 2 aired, they were in the morning in France, so that meant I would have to film the same morning because France is only an hour ahead of the UK. However, because of the time of year they were on, the sun was going to come round by lunchtime and I had to be done filming by lunchtime, otherwise where I sit on my bed I was going to be blinded by the sun, I wouldn't be able to film and get it all edited in time. But the subtitles for those 2 episodes, for whatever reason, were taking ages to come out. I didn't have anyone to ask, so using my limited French language skills from 5 years in high school, and I barely remember any of it, I managed to make a commentary video on Psychomedian and on Glaciator 2 without the subtitles, and no one noticed. I went back afterwards and checked and everything I said I was correct when the subtitles did come out, but I couldn't wait any longer. But I had a good enough understanding without the subtitles to make 2 commentary videos. They were very stressful commentary videos, don't get me wrong, but I was still able to do it. So I don't know if you should feel proud of that or feel like I kind of scammed you that I did 2 commentary videos without subtitles, but just ended up being right. If you noticed in those 2 videos, I tried not to be super specific because I didn't have the exact dialogue. I was kind of more general with what I was talking about. The more you know. Although I tried not to do that, I'd rather not do that again because they were very stressful, because I was like, is this right? Is this right? The whole time I was editing I was like, this better be right, otherwise I'm screwed. But yeah, I prefer it when they come out on Gloob, because Gloob airs them at like 7:30 p.m. Brazilian time, which is like 10:30, 11:30 here, depending on daylight savings. So even if I watch them without the subtitles before I go to bed, by the time I wake up, like about 8 hours have passed, and within 8 hours the subtitles will definitely be up so I can film in the morning, because I can't film at that time of night. So I prefer it when Gloob actually show the episodes rather than Tofu, because the subtitles will be out by the time I need to film. So yeah, I hope you all don't hate me now. Next meme. First to release Risk, Gloob. Wait, it's Spectrum. Spectrum always has been. That day. I will never forget that day, mainly because it's now in a vlog, so I guess I really truly never can forget that day, but I was so stressed that day. I would love to know how that happened. I really want to know. Like, seriously, how? How does that actually happen? I have zero clue. It was so hectic that day when I found out Risk had aired. I was like, I have PhD supervision. Thankfully, it got cancelled. But I was like, there is no way, and it turns out I wouldn't have been able to do it. So the time I needed to leave the house to get the train was 2 p.m. to get into the city for my supervision at university. And I'd only just finished exporting the video. I needed to take my laptop with me, and obviously on the train and stuff I wouldn't have internet connection, so I couldn't have uploaded the video until I got home at like 3:30. So you would have had to wait ages for the commentary. So I am so lucky, both of my supervisors, both of them, not just one, both of them were ill. I was like, oh my god. You have no idea. I told her about it. When my supervision was rescheduled, I told her about what happened and she was like, wow. I've never had someone thank me for being ill before, but my supervisor has impeccable timing. She's amazing. And also for other reasons she's amazing, not just for when she's ill. Next meme. Oh, Hedge just left a note. Me trying to get Haze to call him Hawk Daddy now instead of Shadow Daddy. Bug, Ladybug, bug. Look, I am attached to the name Shadow Daddy. Another reason why I feel like a lot of people subscribe to me is because I started calling him Shadow Daddy. I feel like that's part of the reason as well, so I'm reluctant to let go of it because I feel like my whole channel is built on me calling Gabriel that, so I'm like, he's gone now. I'm genuinely sad because Shadow Daddy just rolls off the tongue so much easier than Hawk Daddy. Like, it still sounds okay, but I'm like, would you prefer Daddy Moth? I think I actually put up a poll about this ages ago, but you know, just Shadow Daddy. It sounds amazing. Hedge, you can't stop me. What are you gonna do about a Hedge? Absolutely nothing. Next meme. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Okay. Hedge has put this here to purposefully annoy me. Hedge is aware that I love Draco Malfoy, and Hedge is aware that I'm also a Slytherin. Whilst I agree, Felix and Draco from the first film, like the first two films here, look very similar. I get that. They are not the same person. Do you know what Draco Malfoy has been through? Right, let me tell you this now. Right. In the second book, I don't see Harry Potter, just skip ahead. If you don't know anything about it, this will make no sense to you. But in the second Harry Potter film, okay, Hermione gets petrified by the basilisk, and in her hand is a torn up sheet of paper that's been ripped out of a book. Now, if you know anything about Hermione, she would never, ever have torn a page out of a book. Hermione would rather die than tear a page out of a book. However, earlier on in the film, before they even get to Hogwarts, they're at Flourish and Blots, which is like a bookshop in Diagon Alley, where Gilderoy Lockhart is doing like a book signing. Draco and his father, Lucius, are there, and in the back, Draco is looking at the books, he opens a book and he rips a page out. It's never explained why. Because he gave it to Hermione, he was helping Hermione. Draco is a good person. Shut up, Hedge. Alright? I failed to see at the minute how Felix is a good person other than he likes his mum. That doesn't make you a good person just because you like your mum. Don't come for me about Draco! I will protect him till the ends of the earth. Right, new son. My sons. Ahmed, Mark, Adrian, Draco. Shut up, Hedge. No. Do not fight me on this. Next meme. We make fun of our terrible writing points in the show, Supernatural writers. No, my writing is perfect with no flaws. Everyone else sucks. Thomas Astruc. Oh, and Hedge put Simple Man. Yeah, I think I said it. Did I say it in my ranking video? I'm pretty sure I said it in a video. But Simple Man wasn't great. Like, it was just a fun filler episode. I would have had so much more respect for Thomas Astruc if, after the backlash he got for that episode, he had just been, oh, sorry, it's meant to be fun. It wasn't meant to be super serious. Because after Wishmaker, we did kind of need a less serious episode. So, you know, I wouldn't have minded if he was just like, oh, was it not, do you not like it that much? It's okay, it just meant to be fun, sorry you didn't like it. You know, I have more respect for people who accept it rather than just try to defend it and say there was actually loads of in-jokes for animators, professional animators. You wouldn't have understood it if you weren't a professional animator. Mate, how many 8 to 10-year-olds do you think are professional animators? Probably not that many, if any at all. So why would you write the purpose of this episode to be enjoyed by professionals when it's meant for 8-year-olds? Next meme. Ladybug. Ask Luca to find out Kat's identity by listening through her earpiece and using second chance on her command. Luca, who already knows his identity but can't say anything. I do kind of wish he had said something in that moment. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see it this season. I'm gonna make a video on that. He's gonna use it somehow. Don't know how exactly yet, but that moment in Wishmaker, even though I know it's coming every single time I watch Wishmaker, that's why it was so high in my ranking, every single time I watch Wishmaker, even though I know it's coming, when Luca finds out, I just get so excited already. And like the look on his face, especially when he finds out who Cat Noir is, so at that point he already knows who Ladybug is, he's like, okay, well I understand that's why Marinette lied to me, okay, fair enough, I get it. Then he finds out who Cat Noir is, and the realisation just dawns on his face that, well yes, I'm still in love with Marinette, but now we will never get back together, and I understand why, because she's in love with Cat Noir, even though she doesn't know it, and Adrian's in love with Marinette, even though he doesn't know it. And it will never happen. That look on Luca's face, he's just like, I have seen all of the things now, and it is time for me to die. I do not need to see anything else more on this earth, because I have now officially seen everything, and I am ready to go. That's the look on Luca's face. He's just like, you know what? I'm done. He's like, I can go now. I've found everything out. I have all the answers. I've seen too much. Take me to heaven, please. Love Luca though. I hope he does have a bigger role this season, because he was awesome when we saw him last season. He grew on me a lot more this season as well. Next meme. Random girl talks to Adrian, Marinette. At this very second, you are a narrow ledge between life and death. As much as I don't like, I wouldn't like in real life, for example, if I had a boyfriend, I wouldn't act like that, but I do find it kind of funny in the show. If you're gonna act like this in real life though, please don't. Please do not at all, but for the purposes of the show, I do think it's hilarious actually. Sometimes, however, it is for kids and shouldn't be teaching you to stalk the guy you like, but I also do find it funny sometimes. Next meme. Adrian is a sentimonster. Miraculous fans theorize after ephemeral. Adrian is a normal human boy. I have single-handedly doomed the entire comment section. I feel no remorse. Hedge. Well, honestly, I'm still on the fence because Fairy did confirm it, but I was like, why would she confirm it? Because it hasn't been confirmed in the show. I don't think Anita said anything. Or at least that I've seen. Haven't seen Thomas or Winnie or Ezra or anyone like that confirm it. So right now I'm still on the fence, but also Cartoon Apocalypse hasn't said anything about it yet. Maybe he's still in denial, because if you know, you know that Aiden hates the sentimonster theory. Honestly, I don't hate it that much. And just, I guess to me, not that humans can't die very easily, but I feel like it makes Adrian's existence just so easy to basically be snapped out of it, so I'm just more worried for him. Basically, I wouldn't think Felix would do that now he has the Peacock Miraculous. I'm pretty sure Felix knows Adrian is a sentimonster, but even if he didn't, I still feel like he wouldn't do that. Yeah, there was one thing I was a bit unsure about, is because, so basically Thomas Astruc, he had said, not confirming or denying anything, this was on Twitter a while ago now, I think was it After Risk? I don't remember when it was exactly. It was when the episodes were still coming out. He said, I've heard people calling Adrian Featherboy, and he said he found it to be quite rude and derogatory, and I was like, yeah, I guess it is kind of derogatory, and he confirmed it, and he compared it to people who were born using IVF, and he said it would be like the equivalent to calling them like test tube baby as like a nickname to make fun of them, which I agreed was something horrible. Like, I mean, I don't think anyone who's been born from IVF has ever told me they've been born from IVF, but even if I did know someone who was like that, I definitely wouldn't call them that. That would be horrible. However, he then went on to say it was ableist, and I was like, being born by IVF, as far as I'm aware, because I'm disabled, I was like, that doesn't make you ableist if you make fun of someone for being born from IVF. Is it horrible and rude? Yes, you shouldn't do that. Does that make you ableist? No. So I was a bit confused. However, then I saw a lot of people saying that basically they feel like the sentimonsters, so Adrian and Felix, who look like and act like normal humans rather than something different, for example like Optigami, who was like not a real butterfly, I guess. They were basically going to use Adrian and Felix to represent disability in the show, so it would represent ableism. And whilst I see what they're saying, as someone who is disabled, I would rather they have actual disabled people in the show who are main characters. The only disabled people I can think of, so there was that man in the wheelchair on the bus in Chilin, and then Kagami's mum, who isn't in the show very much. I would love if one of the characters was disabled, whether it was a more hidden disability like mine, I'm autistic if you didn't know, or if it was something more visible that they use an episode to explore, for example like the way anxiety was explored in Mega Leech. I really like how they did that. I have anxiety as well. So whilst I don't mind Adrian and Felix as sentimonsters being used to represent disability and like the discrimination they may go through, I would also like to see actual actual disabled people go through that and see how the show handles it rather than it being represented. So whilst I don't mind Adrian and Felix representing that, I would also like it for real and not just the representation of it. You know what I mean? Have I made any sense? I would just like it for real rather than just a representation when it's Sentimonta's, like, obviously it's not real, it's magic, it's not real, so I would like it, you know, for kids to see what it actually does look like, because I'm not sure they'd all get the message if it's just like a representation of it. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe it made no sense at all. Next meme. Gabriel in Ephemeral finds out Adrian's identity, akumatizes him and turns him against Ladybug. The fandom. Hey, I've seen this one. Thomas Astro. What do you mean you've seen it? It's brand new. I stand by it. Ephemeral is the bad first draft of Cat Blank. Someone came in, made it so much better, turned it into Cat Blank, but they kept Ephemeral and then reworked it for episode 100. It's not good. Like, I 100% get why they wanted to do the identity reveal for episode 100, but part of me feels they should have just saved Cat Blank for episode 100. Whilst that wouldn't quite work, because obviously Cat Blank kind of plays into why Ladybug doesn't trust him this season, so it wouldn't work quite like that, but I just feel, just broadly in terms of what would have been a more impactful episode for episode 100, would have been Cat Blank akumatized. Or rather, Cat Noir akumatized into Cat Blank. I feel like the only other way they could have had a major episode 100 would have been for actually Ladybug to get akumatized. That would have been pretty cool. Like, we had Adrian akumatized into Cat Blank. Okay, well then, episode 100, let's akumatize the main character. I'm gonna write that down. Shall I do like a fanfiction script of what I would have written for episode 100? That would be cool, and I could try and make it fit in, and Cat Noir has to save the day, and they do end up having to do time travel because obviously Shadow Daddy is going to end up finding where the Miracle Box is and her identity, so they're going to have to do that, they have no choice. And maybe Luca could come in, he's like, okay, we've got to stop her getting akumatized, and he can help because he knows who she is. Okay, I've got too many ideas. I really want to do that now. Let me know what you think, besties. Next meme, shippers. Chloe, who's been friends with Adrian for years, and while is a bit obsessive, can care for Adrian at times. Shippers, some random ass girl who he handed an umbrella to. Hedge, are you trying to say the umbrella scene was not iconic? The umbrella scene. The umbrella scene means everything to me. Hedge, how dare you? I know you didn't make this meme, but how dare you? Who do you think you are to question the sanctity of the OG umbrella scene? The umbrella, it was so beautiful. The one thing I love the most about the umbrella scene is I've discovered I have a thing for the hands in the show, is the way they pass the umbrella. So obviously Adrian's holding it, he holds it out to Marinette, and she reaches for it and she's not sure what to do, so Adrian just kind of shoves it into her, nicely shoves it, doesn't punch her, shoves it into her hands. But I just love the way the hands overlap. Another favourite hand moment of mine is in, oh, which episode is it in? It's in Oblivio. So right at the end, before she does the Miraculous Ladybug, they kiss and they're holding hands, and it's not the kiss that I care about. So as they hold hands and they kiss, they squeeze each other's hands. That moment is up here with the Guilt Trip Boiler Room scene. Top favourite scenes of all time. Guilt Trip Boiler Room scene, number 1, obviously. Number 2 scene, Heroes Day Sewer scene. Oh my god, that's why I was so upset in Strike Back when that happened. And number 3, the Oblivio hand squeeze right at the end. Chef's kiss perfection. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, I've had these memes for quite a while, however, Daria, one of my subscribers, sent them to me on Instagram. These are memes that they have made, so let's take a look at them. The first one is the proof that glitter turns good to great. And oh my god, they are so right. Multi-mouse with glitter. A literal perfection. Love it, love it, love it. She looks even more amazing than usual. And the other meme is Emily and Gabriel adopt a child. No. Use magical jewelry to create an artificial human being. Yes. I would love to know why they went down that route instead. I need some backstory. Like, why? Why? Why have you done this, mate? Why? So as Hedge says on this final part of the meme review, I am gonna start taking memes from you. So to submit a meme, you can join my Discord server, the link of which is in the description and also linked on the About page. And the best meme will be selected by me, by you all in the Discord, I guess by voting, as well as crediting the person who made it, unless you don't want to be. but I thought it would be fun. Hedge and I came up with the idea together for you to submit a meme. So Hedge will put this together like normal with the memes throughout it, and then right at the end we will have one of your wonderful memes, because as you all know, I do indeed love a good meme. But I do believe there is one more slide, so let's see what he said. Okay besties, Haze is far too nice to say this herself, but I'm Hedge and this is my video now, and chances are she'll find me after she sees what I've done here, so now's my chance. Subscribe to Haze Clark for God's sake. Thank you, Hedge. It's probably because I never ask you to subscribe. I'm just like, why? What's the point? You all know how YouTube works, don't you? If you like a video from someone, you subscribe to them. So I never ask, because I'm like, surely you all know by now. Unless you don't. But you definitely don't have to do that. And I really hope you enjoyed this meme review, besties. We're still going to be doing the screaming sessions. I still like doing the screaming sessions. However, this is just a tad bit easier for me to do because there's less pressure on me to be funny on my own, because the memes lend themselves to being spoken about in a funny way, whereas not all of the episodes do lend themselves for that. So this is going to be great to do in between each screaming session. We are definitely not stopping with a screaming session, definitely not. We're still going to keep going. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this meme review, besties. What was your favourite meme from what Hedge put together? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!